Good afternoon, welcome to VANIK-IAS. We will discuss current affairs of 25th and 26th September. And first, we will discuss objective questions. It's related to electoral bonds. So, what are the electoral bond scheme? Which are the consider the following statements with respect to electoral bond scheme? The aim of this scheme is to bring about transparency in the funding process of political parties. Yes. The aim is to bring transparency in the funding process of political parties. Right. So, first statement is right. Only political parties recognized by Election Commission of India who secured less than 1% of votes polled in the last general election to the House of People under the who secured not less than 1%. Yes. In the general election to the House of People or the Legislative Assembly of the state shall be eligible to receive electoral bonds. Yes, that is a minimum qualification. At least 1% votes should be secured by the political parties. Electoral bonds shall be valid for 15 calendar days from the date of issue. The electoral bond deposited by an eligible political party in its account shall be credited in the same day. So all the four statements are right regarding electoral bond scheme. SBI is authorized as the bank to issue the electoral bonds and encash these bonds. Right. And another thing is that these bonds, these denominations are, it may be 1000 or 10,000 or it is 1 lakh, 10 lakh, 1 lakh, 10 lakh and 1 crore. These are the denominations in which the electoral bonds can be encashed. Okay. So this is electoral bonds. Next question. Consider the following statements. The ratio of 14C and 10C and 12C changes continuously for dead bodies or plants. Yes, this continuously changes for dead bodies and plants. Radioactive isotopes carbon 14 is used for carbon dating technique. Yes, both the statements are right. Yes, statement 1 is the reason of the statement 2 and both are right. So A is the answer. This is regarding carbon dating. Carbon dating is a process in which the it is especially the old, it is a process especially in which the age of a particular fossil fuel can be derived, right? And it observes the radioactive, that is carbon 14, the amount of carbon 14 that present in that fossil, right? Okay, the ratio of 14 and 12C changes continuously for dead bodies or plants. If a person becomes dead, then the ratio disintegrates. The carbon 14 that disintegrates, continuous disintegration occurs. That is what we call as carbon dating, right? Okay, so A option is right. With reference to G4 nations, consider the following statements. Unlike G7, where common denominator is the economy, long-term political motives, G4 aim for permanent membership in the UNSC. Yes, G4 members for G4. The objective of G4. The objective of G4 is permanent membership in the UNSC. Permanent membership in UNSC, that is the objective of G4. So first statement is right. Its secretary is at Berlin and Germany. No, G7 do not have any secretary. That secretary of G7 is not at Berlin. Do not have any fixed secretariat. Right. G7, it is intergovernmental organization. It is created in 1975. Right. G7 is created in 1975. What are the members? Members are UK, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, and US. These are the 7 countries who are the G7 countries. Right. They do not have a permanent charter or secretariat. All the G7 countries and India are part of G20. India is a part of G20, not of G7. Okay. What are these G4 countries? G4 countries are those countries who want reforms in the permanent members of UNSC, right? United Nations Security Council. Recently, there are 5 permanent members: France, then UK, US, China, and Russia. Right? So these 5 countries, they have veto powers. That means no decision can be taken by the United Nations without their consensus. Right? If any country, it will apply their veto. If any country do not want it, then it will not be passed in the United Nations. So they are very powerful. So this is why UNSC, that 5 member body, that need to be expanded. Right? Expansion of UNSC is required, and 4 countries, G4 nations, which we call as G4 nation. The G4 nations, which are called as for example, Germany, Brazil, Germany, India, and Japan. These are G4 nations. They are lobbying for, they are demanding the expansion of UNSC, United Nations Security Council. There is also another institution that is called as Coffee Club, right? Where Australia, Spain, Pakistan, all these countries are present, and they do not know, and all these are present, and they do not want any expansion. They are opposing the expansion of United Nations Security Council. So here, okay. So first statement 1 only is the correct answer. Indian Railway using technology called as real-time train information system (RTIS) system. Right? What is the function of this RTIS system? In RTIS system, real-time train information system. It is being on locomotives, installed the locomotives for automatic acquisition of the train movement at the timing of station, developed in collaboration with which of the following organization? It is developed in collaboration with ISRO. ISRO has developed it, right? ISRO has developed it. Indian Railway using that is real-time train information system, RTIS, real-time train information system. Okay. Remember, this is started. It is by ISRO plus it is was made and Center for Railway Information System, that is CRIS, Center for Railway Information System plus ISRO. These two, they have developed RTIS, that is real time train information system. The objective is that will monitor the train movement, so that it will allotting the automatic plotting of control charts, all these things, improving the efficiency of train control. All these things will be controlled by RTTIS, right? Real time train information system, RTIS. India's fast 10-ton for day capacity. India's indigenous means made by developed by India. 10%, 10 tons per day capacity with integrated engine production for ethanol is being set up at where? For ethanol, it is set up at Panipat. In Panipat, Haryana, is one of the biggest, it is one of the biggest bioethanol plant. That is indigenous plant. 10 tons per day low capacity will be produced. That is in Panipat, Haryana. Okay. Khader committee recently mentioned in news related to which of the following? Khader committee. It has recommendation regarding school education. Right. Khader committee, and that is MA Khader. MA Khader committee, that is regarding school education. Right. It has recommended, Khader committee has recommended um, primary section to be comprised of 1 to 7 and then 8 to 12. Secondary section should be comprised 8 to 12. And one thing is that the school timing should be from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. That is the school time. It has recommended by Khader committee. Right. It has also recommended that there will be one directorate for primary and secondary and higher secondary. And vocational higher secondary, there should be one directorate. These are the major recommendations of Khader committee, MA Khader. It has recommended one directorate for primary for primary education and for higher secondary education, and for the vocational higher secondary education department. This should be under one directorate. So Khader committee, it is related to school education. Recently there is also right to repair committee. Right to repair committee, this is developed by the right to repair committee. Repair committee is based on who has studied this Nidhi Khatri committee. Nidhi Khatri committee that will give recognition regarding right to repair. Right to repair committee, that is Nidhi Khatri committee. Okay. K Kasturiagan committee, national education policy at K Kasturiagan, that is also regarding education. Gargil committee and Kasturiagan committee, that are also conservation of Western Ghat. Kasturiagan committee recommends 37% of the Western Ghats to be declared as eco-sensitive area, and Gargil committee recommends the whole Western Ghat to be declared as eco-sensitive zone. With reference to fly ash produced by the power plants using coal as a fuel, which of the following statements are correct? Fly ash can be used in production of bricks for building construction. Yes. Fly ash can be used for replacement of some Portland cement or contents of concrete. Yes, fly ash can be used. Fly ash is made up of silicon oxide and calcium oxide only. Whenever you see the word only, then chances that they are wrong. And does not contain any toxic elements. No, these are wrong. It is made up of silicon oxide. Yes, that's right. Calcium oxide and aluminum oxide, ferric oxide. So aluminum oxide, that is Al2O3, and ferric oxide, that is Fe2O3. Plus, it releases very heavy metals, like very harmful particles are also released, and they can trigger various heart disease, cancer, respiratory disease, and stroke. So third statement is wrong, obviously. So 1 and 2 are right. With reference to liquidity often seen in news. Consider the following statements. On a given day, if the banking system is in net borrower from the RBI under Liquidity Adjustment Facility (LAF), right? The system is said to be in deficit. Obviously, if a bank is borrowing from RBI, it will be called as deficit. So first statement is right. On the day when banking is net lender to the RBI, if a particular bank lends to RBI, the system liquidity is said to be surplus liquidity. So both the statements are correct. Which the following is not the most likely measure of the government or RBI to stop the slide of Indian rupee? Slide of Indian rupee. That means Indian rupee becomes weak. Weak rupee. Weak rupee means low demand of rupee. Curbing imports. on non-essential goods and promoting export. If you promote export, then what will happen? People will give you money and they will demand US dollar. They will do, right? If because in case export, yes, sorry, promoting exports. Past statement is promoting export. Promoting exports means people will sell there. Okay, not the most likely. Yes, if you promote export, then they will earn dollars and they will give dollars to RBI and they will seek rupees. So obviously that is a measure to stop the slide of Indian rupee. Then encouraging Indian borrowers to issue these rupee denominated masala bonds. In case of masala bonds also, the demand of rupee increases, easing conditions related to external commercial borrowing. You are making external commercial borrowing, that means it will come in dollar. So obviously that will demand rupee from RBI. So demand of rupee increase and rupee will strong. Following an expansionary monetary policy. Expansionary monetary policy. So this is wrong. Expansionary monetary policy. Why? Because when expansionary monetary policy means money will market will increase. So money will market will increase means its value will decrease. And if value of money will decrease, then that will what we call as weak rupee. So it cannot be expansionary monetary policy. Operation Megachakra often mentioned in the news related to which of the following? Operation Megachakra. It is related to child sexual abuse. It is sexual abuse. It is started by CBI by taking the information from Interpol, right? By taking the information from Interpol, CBI has raided various places, right? In Operation Megachakra. Okay. Remember, CBI is the nodal agency for Interpol. Interpol, it is International Criminal Police Organization. International Criminal Organization, Interpol. Right. It's an intergovernmental organization, right, that coordinates among the forces of 194 countries. So CBI is the nodal agency for Interpol in India. Headquarter of Interpol is Lyon, France. Headquarter for Interpol is Headquarter of Interpol is Lyon, France. What's the following statements regarding International Finance Corporation? IFC, International Finance. It was established as private sector arm of the International Monetary Fund. Private sector arm of International Monetary Fund. This is wrong. First statement is wrong. It is a member of not IMF. It is a member of World Bank. Right. IFC, International Finance Corporation. It is a member of World Bank. Our bank has 5 banks. That is IBRD, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, International Finance Corporation, then MIGA, Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency, then IDEA, International Development Association, then ICCPR, International Center for Settlement of Industrial Disputes. So these are the 5 branches. So the first branches is right. It offers investment, advisory, asset management services to encourage private sector development in developing countries. So second statement is right. Idea. World Bank Group and IMF, they are called as Bitcoin institution. Right. Okay. Alternative investment funds are avenue to pull funds for investing in alternative fuel funds are wonderful investing in private equity, venture capital, infrastructure funds, which are called as alternative investment funds. These are three categories of alternative investment funds: private equity, right, and private equity. Second are venture capital, when a particular person they want to invest in your company just because they realize that your company has great potential for development. Remember, in case of private equity, there is no leverage to borrow. Right. Next, third is infrastructure funds. These are typically comprised of hedge funds. That means huge amount of funds you will get uh, from complex trading strategies that is called as infrastructure funds. So all the statements are right regarding alternative investment funds. Consider the following statements: in 2020-21, India has a current account surplus for the first time since 2010. Current account surplus first time since 2010. In South Asia, Nepal is the largest trading partner. Yes. First time this is right. In 2021-21, India has a current account surplus for the first time since 2010. Right. And second statement, South Asia. In South Asia, it is not Nepal, it is the Bangladesh, India's trading partner. Bangladesh is the largest trading partner of India in South Asia. So, two only statement is right. Consider the following statements: tax revenue is charged on income earned by individual or an entity and on the value of transaction of goods and services. Yes, that is tax revenue. If you purchase any goods or any services, you will pay a tax. That is presently called a GST, especially majority in case which is GST, goods and service tax. Non-tax revenue includes interest charged on loans advanced by the government on various sources. Yes, that are called as non-tax revenue. Non-tax revenue, right? So these both the statements are right regarding non-tax revenue. With reference to government expenditure in India, which the following statement does not constitute transfer payments. Transfer payments, which the following do not constitute transfer payments. Does not constitute the payments which are made by the government to its employees and are not transfer payments. Made by government to its transfer payments is rightly wrong. It is actually making the payment by a government for particular services, right? Without goods or services being received in return, that is the transfer payments. When you do not get any return from the employees, what we pay them, that is called as transfer payment. So employees they pay the services and they get salary. So first statement is wrong for that. The interest payment to made foreign countries on loans taken. Yes, interest payment. Yes, interest payment you have get some services. So this is also wrong. Payments which are made on financial aid and social welfare program. Yes, financial aid, a social welfare program. We do not get any direct resources from those things. So that is transfer payments. So which of the following statements are correct? And that is that do not constitute transfer payments. So one and two they do not constitute transfer payments. Transport permits means free by the government, right? They are called as transport permits. So one and two options are the right answer. Consider the following statements. All the countries in the Indian Ocean region have been integrated into the coastal radar for chain network. Integrated to the coastal radar chain network. The coastal chain network is meant to enable real-time monitoring of high sea for threats. Whenever you see all the countries, all their statements are there wrong. The coastal chain network is meant to enable, yes, that is the objective of coastal chain network. Indian Navy's Information Management Analysis System (IMAC) is the nodal agency for maritime data fusion. Yes. So both the statements 2 and 3 are right. Next question. So consider the following statements regarding flash spots. Flash spots are highly localized events caused by heavy or excessive rainfall in a short period of time, generally less than 6 hours. Okay. So this is right. That is flash spots. And India has launched fast of its kind flash spot guidance services for India and other South Asian countries. Okay. India has started flash spot guidance services. So both the statements are right regarding flash spots. What is the following statements regarding Majuli Island? Majuli Island is the world's largest fully habited river island. Located in the Brahmaputra River, yes, Majuli Island, it is located in the Brahmaputra River, one largest fully habited river island. Majuli is abode of Assamese New Vaishnavite culture. New Vaishnavite culture is there. It became first island to be made a district in India. Yes, it's a first island who has made a district, Majuli district. They are also called as Phumdij. So all the options are right regarding Majuli Island. The warming of oceans could affect fishes in which of the following which? It causes stress and decrease the range of your fishes. Warming of ocean. It causes stress and decrease the range of the fishes. Warming of ocean. It decreased its disease and wipe out many commonly eaten fishes. Yes, both the statements are right regarding ocean warming. Aerobic capacity of fish increases in warming waters. Aerobic capacity of fish increases in warming water. This is the first statement is why this is because that will the temperature increases, the demand for oxygen in many fish species will increase. If increase demand for oxygen increases, so capacity and that will exceed their capacity to the extract. That means more than they can extract, the oxygen demand increases, right? And that will as a result the aerobic capacity of fish decreases in warming waters. So this is wrong. Third statement is wrong. Only one and two are right. What's the following statement? Natural rubber is native to warm, humid Amazon forest and not naturally suited for cold conditions. The world's first genetically modified rubber plant was planted recently in Uttarakhand. The rubber plant is first planted recently in Uttarakhand. First statement is right. Natural rubber is native to warm, humid Amazon forest. It is not natural suitable for cold regions. They are suitable for uh, and next is so the world's first genetically modified rubber plant GM rubber plant that is established in that is not in the Uttarakhand, it's in northeast, it is in Guwahati. So second statement is wrong, first is right. So A is the answer. Consider the following statements for promoting opportunities for women in exploratory program. It is a scheme to mitigate gender disparity. Power scheme. It is a scheme to it is a scheme to mitigate gender disparity in science and engineering research, funding through various science and technology programs in Indian academic institutions and R&D laboratories. Yes, it is launched by Union Ministry of Union Ministry of Women and Child Development. It is launched by Department of Science and Technology. Right. Department of Science and Technology. Launched by Science and Engineering Research Board. That is a statutory body of the Department of Science and Technology. That is power, promoting opportunity for women exploratory research program. So one only is the answer. What are the following statements regarding National Commission for Protection of Child Rights? NCPCR, Protection of Child Rights. It is works under the administrative control of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. NCPCR. The Commission's mandate is to ensure that National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, right? Administrative control of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. This is Women and Child Development. It is not Health and Family Welfare. It is Ministry of Women and Child Development. Right. Next, the Commission mandate is to ensure that laws, police programs, and administrative mechanisms are in consonance with the child rights perspective in as enshrined in the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. Yes, this is right. At least some members of the Commission must be women. At least some member of the Commission, that is, at least two members of the should be women. Right. So two and three options are right. So C is the answer. At least two members should be women. Right. Two women members should be in NCPCR, right? Maximum age is 65 years, right? Maximum age is 65 years, and there will be a chairperson and six members. Chairperson plus six members of the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. This is statutory body, right? It is set up under the Commission of Protection of Child Rights Act 2005. That is NCPCR. It's a statutory body. It is established under 2005 Act. What's the following statements regarding National Monetisation Pipeline (NMP)? National Monetisation Pipeline. It aims to unlock value in the identified infrastructure projects by engaging the private sector, transferring them revenue rights into the projects. Yes. Value of identified infrastructure, right? By collaboration with the private sector, that will increase the value of private sector. The identified infrastructure projects include both greenfield and brownfield projects. So, the identified infrastructure projects include both greenfield. This is wrong. Just a second. Hello. Hello. Okay, so next, these are not in case of greenfield. Greenfield means new projects, right? These are only in case of brownfield. Brownfield means existing projects. How can we use the existing brownfield assets? That means existing projects that will be monetized. So statements. Second statement is now. The ownership rights of the projects are not transferred to the private parties. Yes, they are not transferred to the private parties. One and three options are right. Consider the following statements regarding Panchayat extension to scheduled areas, PESA Act. Panchayat extension to scheduled areas, PESA Act. Parliament enacted the Panchayat extension to scheduled areas 1994 based on the recommendation of Bhuria Committee. Based on the recommendation of Bhuria Committee, PESA Act was extended in 1996. Yes, this is right. Next. Which the following statement is incorrect? Yes. The PESA doesn't confer absolute powers to Gram Sabha. No, it gives absolute power to Gram Sabha. Gram Sabha has absolute power regarding land allocation, regarding distribution of land properties, regarding any matter in the PESA areas. It is the Gram Sabha which is the most powerful, right? All the decisions. For example, in case of Niyamgiri case, in Supreme Court, also the case go to Supreme Court. Supreme Court says that it is whether the land to be to a particular industry will be given in tribal area, especially the scheduled areas. A land to be given to the industry or not, it will be final decision will be taken by the Gram Sabha itself. That is because it is mandated by the Panchayat Extension to scheduled areas, that is PESA Act in 1996. Right. So second statement is wrong. Gram Sabha is the most powerful. So which is the incorrect? Incorrect is the second. B is the one. B only is the incorrect statement. Panchayat extension scheduled areas. PESA 1996 confers which of the following powers to the Gram Sabhas? Protection of traditional belief and culture to the tribal communities. Yes. Next. Resolution of local disputes. Yes. Prevention of land alienation. Yes. Management of village market. All the powers are lies with the Gram Sabha. Regarding land, distribution of properties, all these powers lies with the Gram Sabha under PESA Act of 1996, that is created by Bhuria Committee recommendation. What are the following statements regarding Indian Ocean Commission? It is an intergovernmental organization that handles maritime governance. Indian Ocean Commission, maritime governance in the Western Indian Ocean. India is a member of Indian Ocean Commission. What Indian Ocean Commission? Which of the following statements are correct regarding Indian Ocean Commission? It is an intergovernmental that handles maritime governance in the Western Indian Ocean. This is right. India is a member of Indian Ocean Commission. Which of the following statements are correct? India is actually an observer in the Indian Ocean Commission. India is an observer in the Indian Ocean Commission. So statement second is wrong. One only is the correct answer. Consider the following statements regarding Permanent Court Arbitration (PCA). What is Permanent Court Arbitration? It helps developing countries meet their part of the cost involved in the international arbitration. The decisions of the awards of PCA are not bindings on the not binding on the parties. Which of the following statements are correct? Yes. It helps the developing nation. PCA has helped the developing nation, right? Uh, meet to part the cost involved in the international arbitration. Decision or awards of PCA are not binding to the parties. No, this is no. It is binding to the parties. PCA, it is binding to the parties, binding on all parties. So statement is wrong regarding PCA. Headquarter of PCA is Netherlands. That is at Hague, Netherlands. Hague, Netherlands, right? And it is established in 1899. So one only option is the right answer. Which of the following are the United Nations Specialized Agencies? United Nations Specialized Agency. International Labour Organization. Yes. Food and Agriculture International Labour Organization. Food and Agriculture Organization. Yes. FAO. United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. No, this it is not the High Commissioner for Refugees. This is not a specialized agency. International Fund for Agricultural Development (IFAD). It is a specialized agency of United Nations. So this is right. So 1 to 4 are right. What are the 15 specialized agency? That is FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization, International Civil Aviation Organization (ICAO), Civil Aviation Organization, International Food and Agriculture Development (IFAD). That is a specialized agency. There is ILO. ILO is a specialized agency. There is IMO, International Monetary Organization. That is a specialized agency. There is IMF, International Monetary Fund. That is also specialized agency. ITU, International Telecommunication Organization Union. That is also specialized agency. Then there is UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization UNESCO. It's a specialized agency, right? The United Nations Industrial Development Organization UNIDO, Industrial Development Organization. Then Universal Postal Union, that is UPU, Universal Postal Union. Right. World Bank, then World Bank groups. 5 World Banks that are also specialized agency of United Nations. That are IFC, IBRD, and IDA, ICSID. Right. Then WHO is a specialized organization, and the World Meteorological Organization, that is also WMO, and World Tourism Organization, that is United Nations WTO, that is World Tourism Organization, that is also a specialized agency of United Nations. So these are the specialized agencies of United Nations. Right. And this United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, this is a subsidiary organ of the United Nations General Assembly. Okay, subsidiary organ United Nations General Assembly. An International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights (ICCPR) commits its parties to respect which of the following: freedom of religion, yes; electoral rights, real right to due process and a fair trial, ICCPR, and freedom of speech. Yes, all these things, political rights and economic rights, these are basically propagated by the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights (ICCPR). Consider the following statements regarding United Nations Human Rights Council. UNHRC, United Nations Human Rights Council, reconstituted its predecessor organization, the United Nations Commission on Human Rights. Yes, it is. Its predecessor was United Nations Commission on Human Rights. UNSRC passes binding resolution on human rights issues through a periodic review. They are not binding, right? Because sovereign countries they are not binding. Member country effectiveness, right? Try to write the shortcomings and try to write this question. The status of sociality, challenges of sociality, and what are the solutions. And finally, the conclusion. Try to write this question. It's on your own. So the lectures end here. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my page. Thank you.